All right, it is a first alert weather day. Initially, we had some dense fog this morning. That's been slowly eroding, still lingering throughout parts of coastal Connecticut. But our focus is on this evening for a round of rain that could be heavy with some embedded thunderstorms that could be on the stronger side. Any that are stronger could produce some gusty, perhaps damaging wind. Behind the cold front, bringing that throughout this evening, a brighter, more comfortable day tomorrow. Temperatures closer to average. That's the case through Wednesday, but by Thursday and then over the upcoming weekend, we trend back to unsettled. Right now, looking live from Torrington, not a bad evening underway, looking across the sky there of Litchfield County, and as well from Middletown, capturing the setting sun. And from along the shoreline, hard to really differentiate where the sound is versus the cloudiness, given the low clouds of the fog that we have along parts of the shoreline. But within our borders, we've been tracking at times an isolated downpour here or there. Some rain across eastern New York is heading into eventually the northwestern corner of our state. We're also tracking more development to our southwest. So across our state currently, quite a spread in temperature by about 20 degrees. 52 in Groton, 73 right now in Salisbury. So it's even warmer to our west and southwest where thunderstorms have been developing. So as those develop and move into our state, we're a bit more stable as you head from west to east. So they should be on a general weakening trend. But rain is something we could still use some of, and we're going to see plenty of it perhaps as we head through the next several hours. The wind today up out of the south, helping to boost temperatures into the 50s and 60s, especially across western Connecticut, but also bringing in higher moisture content. Dew point values up to 60, if not higher, across parts of western Connecticut. So that southerly wind in advance of this cold front, and you can see, say, throughout parts of southeastern Pennsylvania into northern parts of New Jersey, showers and thunderstorms a bit more numerous. We're going to be watching those as they head up in our direction over the next couple of hours. So the greatest risk for severe weather is in this shade of yellow. It does come up to southwest Connecticut, but really highlighting eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and down into the mid-Atlantic states. So these storms should again be on a weakening trend as they head in our direction. So quiet here initially. You can see how First Alert Futurecast really flares up over the next several hours. And then as we head past midnight, the heaviest rain begins shifting eastward, and all this winds down by daybreak tomorrow. So by then, we'll likely see half an inch to an inch of rain, perhaps some locally higher amounts, especially if we get a thunderstorm or two that develops and moves across our state. So tomorrow afternoon, highs in the 45 to 50 degree range across the hills of Litchfield County. Elsewhere inland, low 50s, mid 50s along the 95 corridor with an offshore wind, and that wind tomorrow gusting to over 20 miles an hour, all behind the cold front that brings us the round of rain and potential storms this evening. Then high pressure again tomorrow, lots of sunshine. As it gets closer on Wednesday, a calmer wind, but as it begins moving offshore, it's going to start to allow a system to approach. So as we head into Wednesday afternoon and evening, cloudiness increasing as another system heads into the Great Lakes. That's going to bring some warmth back to Connecticut. Temperatures back in the 60s on Thursday. We'll likely see an abundance of cloud cover, not a washout, but some isolated showers, breezy. Then Friday going optimistically dry, some partial clearing. We'll otherwise say mostly cloudy, continued in the 60 to 65 degree range. And then for the upcoming weekend, as we see it now, can't rule out showers either Saturday or Sunday, but not a washout either. Temperatures on Saturday in the 50 to 55 degree range, a couple degrees milder on Sunday, and then increasing sunshine, breezy mid 50s for next Monday.